Hey dumplings, it's David Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to get into some of the homophobic hate and some people attacking RM over a photo he posted of a man and people thinking that the two are dating. I also want to get into who people believe the identity of that man is and what happened. I also want to get into Rose from BLACKPINK and the hate she has been getting after quote-unquote having a caption about Suga. Hater or not, make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on. Grab your dumpling, tea-spilling mug merch, and let's jump into it. The first thing I want to talk about today is what is going on with RM and what happened over on Instagram. Boy, there's a lot of Instagram tea lately, and since the boys have signed up and posted, there has been a lot of speculation on what is going on in their personal life. RM or Namjoon has been rumored to be dating for a long time. People just won't admit that the boyfriend is me, but that's okay. But from the many theories we have seen, him with a ring on his ring finger and playing with those rings, a lot of armies have speculated that he is married and even has a kid. That rumor is due to the fact that RM purchases $500 to $600 baby shoes and says he just likes them for decoration, but these are just conspiracy theories. And with the amount of money he has, $500 or $600 is like nothing to him. For the past, I believe for a few years, RM has posted some photos online when he has a free moment or time off. And he has posted photos with someone who no one has any idea who that person is. RM would cover this person with an emoji, face specifically, and it used to be these normal emojis, like a face or whatever. So people thought it was just a regular friend who maybe wasn't famous and didn't want to be seen. Or it was a famous person who just didn't want to be bothered. But I don't think that's true because surprise, it's actually me. So now you know and you can go home now. Joking aside, it was interesting to the fandom when the new photos were posted on Instagram showed RM next to what we believe to be the same man. Only that the man's face is covered with a heart. So people are like, out of all the emojis to choose from, RM chose the heart because of why? Why did he do that? This alongside with some of the other photos that we saw of this mystery man from the back made people assume that RM was in Texas with this man and they were having a date. This became such a big deal that apparently Namjoon's boyfriend started trending online and people were freaking out over this. Of course, this exaggerated the hate that BTS normally already gets, saying that the members are gay, which is so funny to me how being gay isn't an insult if you're a white celebrity, but being Asian and gay is the biggest insult apparently. But then also being an Asian man already puts you in the gay category for being too feminine and small. But then gay men also hate dating Asian men, and there's a whole study on Asian men who are on Grindr or Tinder, so I'm not making this up. But apparently this hate got mixed in with the trend and people were saying whatever they're saying. I'm not going to post that here. Use your imagination. But whether RM is actually dating a man or not, that is his decision, and I am sad to hear that if something like this would happen, he could possibly be getting homophobic hate for that. It shows we still have a long way to go. I mean, RM dating will cause some hate, period, but it just doesn't need to cause additional hate. Like the normal death threats they get for dating and then also homophobic hate on top of that, like death threats, that's already enough. That's already like Jesus, you know? At least I can say if they do receive any homophobic hate, the hate would not be the fandom trying to control the boys, but the hate would just be homophobic people or people who hate BTS in general. So there's no problem within the fandom, I guess. People were of course wondering who this mystery man was, and people were doing the most to figure out who he was. Let me just go out on a limb here. If RM felt the need to censor him, the man probably doesn't have a public social media account and probably didn't post the original uncensored photo to his account. So what I assume people were doing is that they thought the man probably posted the original on his own account, and if they reverse image search the picture, they could find it on another account, taking them to the mystery man. However, I don't think so. There were theories that this was a BTS manager and bodyguard that RM happened to get close to, which would explain why this mystery man is always around. However, if he was a manager, he probably wouldn't be censored. We know what the managers of the company look like, and they're usually in the paparazzi photos too. And in terms of being RM's bodyguard, that does seem even less likely, at least in my opinion. Bodyguards are not allowed to talk to the people they are working to help protect. It distracts them, and if the bodyguard gets too close to a specific BTS member, it can hinder the guard's job of being able to properly protect. So I hope it's not a BTS bodyguard. But again, also BTS's bodyguards are public and we have seen them from fan footage of the boys at concerts and even airport photos or whatever. So I wouldn't see a reason RM needs to censor this mystery man if it was a bodyguard. My theory is that it could be a childhood friend. There's less chance it was a friend he met on like a friend app or whatever. It probably could be someone from school even. It's not like like the boys have time to constantly keep up with friends, and the only way they would still remain friends after all these years and catch up when RM is on his break is if it's someone he has been friends with for a while and is going to wait on RM. Like, new friends require almost constant attention. You need to kind of squeeze into their life, and once you become a big part of their life, then it becomes a little bit okay to pull back, and that person isn't going to forget you if they don't see you every day. But RM wouldn't have had the time to do that with any new friends, so if it's the same person he has been hanging out with for years, then it's probably an older friend and they catch up once every 1 or 2 years. That is just my theory on what is going on. And I'm not going to sit here and pull up all of RM's old friends and deduct who it could be, and don't do that. Give the man privacy. All of this over a cute photo. It's crazy how much power our boys have. They have so much power that they don't even have to do anything, and they suddenly cause such a huge uproar online. In some ways, that is extremely scary because you never know what you're going to be dealing with or what drama you're going to get into for doing nothing. BLACKPINK and BTS do not cross paths at all. Aside from both being the two biggest K-pop acts in America, they share no other similarities. The music is different, the dancing is different, and one is a boy group and the other is a girl group. The audience is even a bit different too, being that girl groups tend to have a large male audience while boy groups have mostly female. So I never understand the overlap and how people like to shove them together to create drama. It's fine to talk about them together, but it's not okay to make associations and then hate each other for it. Let me explain. Suga posted a photo not too long ago. He actually doesn't have many photos on Instagram, but he has been a bit more active, which is nice, and we get to see a lot more photos that he probably never got a chance to post. This photo, I believe, was his second or maybe his third photo, but Suga posted them without saying much at all. He literally left the caption blank. It wasn't too long after that that Rosé started posting on her Instagram, and she has always been active on Instagram and posts her photos. The issue with her post was nothing, actually, but people found the issue. She posted her selfie in her oot outfit of the day, and the comments started flooding with vomit emojis and snakes. So people say the outfit is ugly, I guess. Only it's not, and she looks really good. I remember seeing it and wondering what the brand was because I wanted to buy it. But what some people were saying was that the hate wasn't because of the outfit was ugly, but because her caption was also empty, and that she copied Suga's, and the clown emoji that were left in her comments insinuated that she's a clown for copying Suga. If you go back to her older posts, you'll see that she has definitely posted a photo without captions, and sometimes her captions are just her giving credit to the photographer, and other times it's like one sentence. She is not known to give these long captions. It's just not her. And it bothers me that she got hate for literally doing the same thing that she has always done and being accused of copying someone when in reality, she is probably never on Suga's page and didn't even know he posted. I think it's okay to think that someone copied someone, but only when they actually did. It really specifically shows how fast K-pop fans are willing to jump at canceling someone without even looking, because you don't even have to go far. Even just going back to November, you will see that Rosé has photos without captions. I am very grateful that comments like this and the hate that she gets doesn't hurt her career, that the majority of the fandom can look at something like this and realize that it's BS and not unfollow her or whatever. And she can continue to make music. Imagine getting canceled for quote-unquote copying a caption, and she had to apologize. I'm so sorry for not having a caption at the same time Suga decided to not have a caption. That's what she would have to say? Or what? What would be the appropriate apology then? I'm hoping this is just something that is happening right now since the members are so new to Instagram. But once everyone settles in and everyone realizes that there's other people on the platform and they all don't stalk BTS's account for the reason of stealing their captions, then we can all just chill and mellow. Let me know what you think. If you want to see more K-pop reaction videos, go to my Patreon, link down below. I can't post them here due to copyright, but you can get all sorts of reaction videos and requests. It's a great way to support this channel even more if you would like to too. Thank you so much for this lovely comment. I love you so much. There will be some videos that will pop up on screen. See you over there.